I think being at the march in Washington gave me a lot of hope, because what I saw for what I believe is the first time in many, many years was a lot of young women who almost had an awakening and who came out into the streets and really wanted to make their voices heard, and who also had the experience of the necessity of being able to continue to work and fight a little bit for what we all take for granted. So I think that is a unique opportunity right now in this particular time, is to find a way whereby we can ensure that we take all the young, in particular the young women, with us and introduce them into how we constructively focus on solutions and how we find ways, even when things are very challenging. Women die. I think for me that's what it boils down to. If we get this wrong, women will die. And we're not talking 1,000 women, we're talking hundreds of thousands of women will die. Because access to choice and contraception is life-saving. And that means children will lose their mothers. And without their mothers, children are more likely to die young. We know if the mother is alive, a child is more likely to finish education. You know, there's so many things we know the mother is critical. We know for sustainable economic growth that follows social growth, that's when women become economic decision makers. So the entire world is going to lose out. But that's because women will die. That's the one point I'd like to make sure that is heard loud and clear. So, as you know, EngenderHealth works internationally, and we are very specialized in reproductive health care, and therefore are particularly vulnerable right now. But what we are experiencing is that the young people we engage in our domestic programs, which is in Texas, they are very excited to be able to link up with the work we do in Africa. And what we also see is that a lot of young Americans are very keen to connect because they are likely to have a parent who is from abroad. And therefore they are connected. The world today is connected, and we cannot segregate and say look at the US in isolation from the rest of the world.